thank you for joining me today. In this strength workout, we're going to be using hand weights. You can do a lot of the exercises standing up or sitting down. It's entirely up to you. I'll show you some variations of things to make it more adaptable to your situation. So before you start, make sure you've done a proper warm-up, at least 5 minutes, loosening up the joints, getting ready to move. Okay? Grab your weights. Starting with shoulder flexion. Arms are at the sides, hands are facing in, sitting nice and tall, shoulders are down. Breathing in, lift up. I want you to lift up at least to shoulder height. Breathing out, coming down. You can alternate each side. And I want you to do the amount of reps that you're supposed to be doing wherever you are in your program. Earlier on, at least 8 repetitions. Later on, working up to 12. One more each side. We're going to do bicep curls next. So same starting position, hands are facing in. As you bend the elbow, twist so that your hand is facing the shoulder at the end of the motion. Alternating sides again. You can definitely do both arms at the same time if you want. But initially it's a little bit more challenging, so you might want to just do one arm at a time. The resistance that you're using should be heavy enough that by the time you get to the last couple repetitions in your set, you're feeling the burn, you're feeling the muscle getting a bit tired. If you don't feel much, time to increase that weight a little bit. If you can't make it to at least 8 repetitions, it's probably a bit too heavy. So time to go down and go back at the start. I'm going to do one more on each side. Okay, next is going to be shoulder abduction. It's a little bit of a tougher one. Make sure that you only go as high as you're comfortable going. I'm going to do with palm facing down. So I'm going to lift to the side to shoulder height, back down. The important part of that motion is almost the control back down more than the phase going up. Because it's too tempting to just let that arm fall down. I'm going to switch side. Last one. Put one weight down. Next shoulder arm exercise is going to be shoulder extension. I'm going to turn to the side a little bit so you can see a little bit better. So arm is at the side. I'm going to lean a bit forward. I want you to bring your arm back and back to neutral. Keeping that elbow straight. One more. And I'm going to turn around, do the same thing with my other arm. Shoulder extension. Important to move only the arm. Do not twist your trunk to get the arm higher. Last one for me. Switch weight to the other side again. We're doing triceps. I'll give you two options for your tricep exercise. The first one, I want you to lift your arm up, hold just below the elbow with the other hand. You're gonna bend and straighten that elbow. Make sure the weight is facing the same way as me, not like this, because you're gonna bump your head. So be mindful of that. Slow and control, straightening up. Last repetition, very good. Switching side, different option. You can stand holding onto your chair, or you can put your knee on your chair, whichever you prefer. You're gonna bring that elbow to your ribs. It's stuck there, it's not moving. And then you're going to straighten the elbow up and back. Last one. Okay. A few leg exercise options here. I'll show you them even though I don't have the Velcro weights to attach to the ankle, so you don't have to have that either. But if you have it, these two exercises would be a good one to use them for. So the first one is the knee extension. I'm just going to alternate side. Sitting nice and tall, more forward on your seat if you want to get your core engaged a little bit more. If that's too much, make sure you sit back and get the backrest of the chair to support you. Do one more on each side. Next is hip flexion with hand weights. You can just put your weights above the knees. If you have ankle weights, again, they would just be wrapped around your ankles, lifting the knees up towards the ceiling. I'm going to do one more on each leg. Okay, put those weights aside. The next exercise uses those same muscle groups in a more functional way. So we're going to do the squat. So you're going to stand behind your chair. Your feet are wider than your hips. Your toes are pointing forward. You can hold on to your chair for support. You're gonna lower down, only as low as you can go. My hips are coming out. My knees are not going past my toes. It's very important to stick those hips out as if you would go and sit on a chair. My weight is on my heels. My toes are lifting up even a little bit as I'm lowering down. My last one. Great. There you have it. Another strength workout using your hand weights. Take care.